we also appreciate very much that so many young people are considering to study in our country. First, it is a great pleasure for me to introduce you my working team today. There are representatives of 6 biggest and best Slovenian universities. Liliana from University from Ljubljana. Then there is Stojan from University of Maribor, Petra from University of Primorska, Neja from University of Nova Gorica, Natasha from New University, and Sergei from the University of Novo Mesto. They will introduce you their excellent institutions and also interesting study programs they have to offer. After that, we shall guide you through the application and enrollment procedure. It should not be a problem for you because you are a digital generation. It is a centralized procedure and completely online. We shall give you just some friendly advices and point out the most important steps you should pay special attention to. At the end, we are going to introduce you some international students, sharing with you their stories, their feelings, experiences about being a student in Slovenia. And my name is Milena. I am a coordinator of the Study in Slovenia initiative at the National Agency for Mobility and European Educational and Training Programs, better known as Erasmus+. In this short presentation, we shall not be able to give you all the details you might be interested in, so do not hesitate to ask us the questions you are interested in at the end of our presentation live. But you have also the opportunity to write your questions to the icon questions and answers, and our colleagues in the backstage will do their best to answer you immediately. Now I would like to share some slides with you. I would like to ask you if you can give me some feedback if you see the slide.
We do.
Thank you very much. So the first question is, why Slovenia? We are happy that you have found our country on the world map. It is, Slovenia is really a small but very beautiful country. We like to say it is a green heart of Europe and a pearl on the sunny side of the Alps. It is safe, secure, and well-developed, sustainable with high quality of life. But those facts are mostly like a tourist postcard. The real question we would like to ask and to answer is why study in Slovenia? Because we have excellent universities ranking among 3 to 4% of best, not only in Europe, but in the world. The biggest advantage, we think, it is a public educational system, which is free of charge, not only for Slovenian students, but also for students coming from 27 countries of European Union, then from 4 countries from European Economic Area. This is Iceland, Norway, Liechtenstein, and Switzerland, and from countries from Western Balkan. It means ex-Yugoslav Republic, due to bilateral agreements which are signed between Slovenia and those countries. The next advantage is that we have a good public scholarship politics, and some of universities, they have their own financial funds helping international students to get better in their financial status. And many of faculties have already offer lessons in English due to a lot of international students, especially on master and PhD level. And the last thing we would like to point out, if you are not preparing at the moment to be a full-time student, you have always an opportunity to join some kind of mobility programs like Erasmus, Students Exchange, Summer School, bilateral agreements, or in the CIPUS network. Let me tell you some basic facts about higher education in Slovenia. We have 6 universities and more than 80 higher education institutions. We follow Bologna cycle. It means it takes 3 years to get a bachelor degree, plus 2 years a master and 3 years of PhD studies. We also use ECTC points as in other European countries. Later on, our students will share with you their student experiences, but I would like to point out some advantages that Slovenian students and also international students have connected with students' budget and their well-being. Students in Slovenia have quite a lot of benefits comparing with other countries. It means public education is free of charge, as I've said, for students from Slovenia, for students from 27 European countries, European Union countries, and 4 countries from European Economic Area, and from countries from Western Balkan. Also, one of the biggest advantages is also that students can stay in a student's dormitory cheaper than renting a flat on the open market. They have subsidized meals, transportation, tickets for cultural, sports, music events, and so on. But our students will tell you much more about it a bit later. And as I've said, if you don't have a will or opportunity to join for full-time studies in Slovenia, you are always welcome to join us at the program of Students Exchange, Erasmus Plus, bilateral agreements, or in the student network, CIPUS. Once again, I would like to point out there is no tuition fee for international students coming from Western Balkan, from the states which are in part of the European Union, and 4 countries of European Economic Area stated on this slide. Study in Slovenia initiative is central hub and a central information point where you can find the first information about and all necessary information about also about, for example, border crossing, visa requirements, insurance, enrollment procedure, recognition of already acquired education, tuition free, and much more. Please do not hesitate and visit our website and also our social media to get all necessary information. And all before mentioned basic topics are linked to the authority entitled to settle the issues you would like to settle. Although you are from the other side of the world, and there is, I don't know, 5 o'clock in the morning at the time, or 11 in the evening. This web page is really just a click away. So you are warmly recommended to check it and filtering your choices and get more information from the specific institution. We would like to ask you also to pay attention for the call for enrollment, which is usually published at the end of January or in the beginning of February. The port or the website is called Eversche, and the whole procedure is online, and Petra will give you further on a lot of useful information about it. This is my brief introduction, and I would like to invite now Liliana to tell you more about the University of Ljubljana.
Thank you, Milena. Let me just share my presentation with you in just a second. Okay, I hope you can see my screen. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Milena. Hello, everyone. As Milena said, my name is Liliana. I'm employed at the Directorate of the University of Ljubljana in the International Office, Department for Internationalization and Strategic Partnerships. And I was also an international student at the Faculty of Social Sciences in Ljubljana. So today I will present you the study opportunities at our university from the perspective of an employee as well as international student. So let's start. Our university is, of course, located in Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia, which is very pleasant and beautiful city to live in. University was founded in 1919, and today it has 23 faculties and 3 art academies covering all fields of study, and it's around 3% of all universities in the world. This central building that you can see on the screen, all 3 academies and some faculties are located in the very city center. Some of the most recent and modern buildings were constructed on the outskirts of Ljubljana, and we also have Faculty of Maritime Studies and Transport that is located in Portorož by the sea. So 3 art academies offer degree programs in the fields of music, fine arts, design, theater, radio, film, and television. The field of natural science, technology, and engineering comprises 10 different faculties offering unique programs that prepare students for careers in these high growth areas. Students can also study in one of 8 faculties in the field of humanities and social sciences. And we also welcome prospective students who are interested in medicine, health science, and sport. We have accredited more than 400 degree programs and more than 800 subjects in English. And here you can see which programs we offer in English language. So most programs are conducted in the Slovenian language, and very few require prior knowledge of Slovenian language. For example, so the certificate at level B2, that is requirement for enrollment. These programs are such as medicine, pharmacy, psychology, journalism, and so on. In the first year of college, you have the opportunity to study Slovenian language and culture for free as part of the Leto Plus or Year Plus program, if you do not need this language certificate when you're enrolled. So information about this course is available on our website. And I'm also sure that our international students today will have more to say about their experience about learning language. Each year, around 40,000 students increase and develop their knowledge and skills at our institution, including 9% of international students from more than 100 countries. And around 3/4 of all international students at the University of Ljubljana come from the Western Balkan region, mainly, as you can see, from North Macedonia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Serbia, Croatia, and Montenegro. And one of the University of Ljubljana's strategic orientations is cooperation with the Western Balkan region. And through research, teaching, and some study activities, we also strive to connect and maintain contact with Slovenians living abroad. As our student, you will have many possibilities for practical work, exchange, internships. You're also welcome to attend summer school courses, concerts, exhibitions, and performances organized by our academies and faculties. You will also have a very good access to library resources and services, and with various support activities, we will provide you support and integrating it your studies and life in Slovenia. The University of Ljubljana has more than 30% of all registered researchers in Slovenia, and a particular concern of the University of Ljubljana is the transfer of knowledge to the economy, which is why we cooperate closely with many Slovenian and foreign companies. And that is why, as our student, you will have an opportunity to participate in different projects and activities. In cooperation with foreign universities, we also conduct interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary studies, and we of course encourage international exchanges of our students and staff. We are actively involved in many international partnerships, which provides you plenty of opportunities for exchange during your studies, like Erasmus Plus, you probably heard about it, or some other scholarships. So, as Milena previously said, if you do not decide to study at our university, you can always visit us and study 1 or 2 semesters within exchange programs, but then you need to check if your faculty or university have a cooperation agreement with us. Also, when it comes to international cooperation, our university is part of many associations, including Utopia, which includes 9 other universities from Europe. Utopia aims to promote the mobility of students and staff through new ways of joint teaching and learning and cross-border cooperation. You can also find our university at the virtual regional fair Nakoiches Fax, and there you can visit our virtual stands where all members, all faculties and academies of the University of Ljubljana are located. Also, every year in February and early March, we organize information days with our faculties and academies. So I want you to regularly follow our website where we will publish more information. So this is our website. We warmly recommend you to regularly check our website and also subpage international students that you can see here on presentation. This subpage is specially designed for international students where you can find many useful information about study, exchange opportunities, extracurricular and other activities. And I also invite you to carefully read the welcome guide where you can find gathered detailed information about your arrival to Slovenia and studying at our university. Before coming to study in Slovenia or abroad in general, I know that it's very important to get first-hand information about what it's like to be an international student, what it's like to study at a different faculty, some specific program, and so on. And that is why we're very proud to present your video series with international students about, which aims to present studying in Slovenia and at University of Ljubljana. And in this series, our international student ambassadors answer various questions, including why they decided to study in Slovenia and at University of Ljubljana, what it's like to study here, have they encountered any challenges, what are the advantages of studying, and much more. We have published a lot of videos, so you can check on our YouTube channel. Also, getting first-hand information is very important when you come to study somewhere abroad, and that is why we present you chat with international students, where you will be able to find the contacts of 12 different international student ambassadors who come from different countries and study at different faculties and academies of the University of Ljubljana, so you can contact them and ask anything that you're interested in regarding of studies in Slovenia and Ljubljana. So visit our websites and social networks of faculties and academies you're interested in. If you need any advice or help, you can contact us or arrange an online consultation. We will do our best to provide you with all the information and answer to any question you may have. It is also very important to know that our university is decentralized and enrollment in undergraduate studies is done by the university itself, while enrollment in master's and doctoral studies is done in each member separately. So, of course, you will be able to find most of our information about enrolling in master's and doctoral studies on our website. You can always contact us, but for some specific questions, please contact an authorized person at the faculty or academy you wish to enroll. So on behalf of the University of Ljubljana, I wish you the best in your studies, in choosing your studies, in your career path, and I hope to see you in Ljubljana in October. And now, University of Maribor. Thank you.
Thank you, Liliana. I would just like to mention, I see some hands raised, so if you can type the questions in the Q&A section of this chat, or you can wait until the presentations are over and we can answer them live. Let me just check, share my screen.
Stoyan,
Okay.
Stoyan, just a moment. If I may interrupt, there are a lot of questions. There will be answered. So please now listen to our presentations. And at the end, if you will still have questions that are not answered from our presentation, then please write them, because a lot of questions are here regarding the admission and enrollment process, and we'll go through it. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Petra. So let me start with our university. So I'm coming from the University of Maribor, which is the second largest and the second oldest university in Slovenia. We have 17 faculties. I will show you the list a little bit later. We are second largest, so we have about 14,500 students, and almost 14% of our students are already foreign students. We offer all cycles of study, so you can study bachelor, master's, and PhD. We offer 165 different study programs from all fields. So either if it's natural sciences, medicine, humanistics, technical sciences, engineering, social sciences. So you can check the call for enrollment, and you can see all the offered study programs in there. Here is a list of our faculties. As I mentioned, we have 17 faculties, but be aware that not all of our faculties are situated in Maribor. So the majority is in Maribor and the surrounding area, but there is also a few faculties that are situated in other towns and cities across Slovenia. For example, Faculty for Organizational Sciences is in Kranj. The Faculty of Tourism is by the border to Croatia. So please check the call for enrollment so you don't get a surprise when you enroll, and then when you have to come here, they will tell you that you have to study in another city, and you thought that it's going to be Maribor. So please check that. So what describes our university? I would say that we have a wide range of very interesting and high quality study programs from all fields. We even offer a doctoral school. Students are very engaged in a lot of projects. Also during their studies, they already have some practical work in companies, so they get to know how the work is organized, and they deal with real life problems of some companies. We have a very supportive tutoring system where you can get a student tutor or a teacher tutor. Of course, as in other universities, you can also be part of our exchange programs. The Student Hub also offers a lot of interesting workshops and sessions regarding all the modern and new topics, like from Green New Deal and so on. And mentioning the Green New Deal and digital contents, we started to incorporate those in our lessons, in our study programs. So you can also, if you're interested in that, you can get to know extra content from there. Also, there is a lot of extracurricular activities which are also Also, you get credit points for those extracurricular activities. So if you choose to explore something else besides your studies, you are welcome to enroll in those extracurricular activities. We also offer a few study programs in English. There are not a lot of them, but if you're interested in studying in English, you can choose some study programs at the Faculty of Economics and Business, Faculty of Logistics, Organizational Sciences, Tourism, and the Faculty of Law. Our university is, we are proud that we are quite highly ranked. So we are among 4% of the best world universities. Also, we got a student portal award, which is awarded by students when it's a student satisfaction award, actually. As I mentioned, we started to incorporate green and digital contents in our study program and curricula. We are also proud of this one of our projects, which is also like an opportunity for students who are enrolled in this faculty, that they can participate in projects like that. So this is the first Slovenian satellite, which was launched into space a few years ago. And this was developed by the Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science. Then there is the Demola project, is also one of popular projects through which the students are incorporated in real companies, and they deal with real projects and problems of those companies. There's an example of developing electrical airplane, and of course our student formula, which is a very popular project at the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, where students then try to develop a new formula car every year, and then try to compete with other universities and faculties from Europe. And in general, our students and higher education teachers are awarded with many awards through their research and through their findings. There was also a supercomputer launched in Maribor, and was supported also by one of our faculties. So this is a brief introduction of our university, the University of Maribor. I welcome you to join our social media, Facebook and Instagram, and of course you can visit our web pages and contact us via our emails. This is all from my side. So now we go to the coast, and I will give the word to Petra.
Thank you, Stoyan. Okay, let me share my presentation. Do you see it? Okay. The University of Primorska, we are young university, will be 21 years old. And the name Primorska, it means by the sea. So our name derives from the literal origin, and we are very much internationally orientated, because we have 23% of regularly enrolled international students. Our 6 faculties are along our coast. So in Koper, that it's the main city, there is a Faculty of Humanities, Management, Natural Sciences, Education, and we have a research institute. Then if we go to Izola, 5 kilometers along the sea, there is a Faculty of Health Sciences, and in Portorož, there is a Faculty of Tourism Studies, Turistica. You can see that studies and research areas covers all fields: social, humanities, natural sciences, arts, and health. And these are our study programs that are completely held in English. And the bachelor degree, these are in anthropology, cultural heritage, bioinformatics, computer science, mathematics, management, and tourism enterprise management. You can see here that we have students from all over the world, but mainly from the West Balkan areas. And that's also why we have, you will see in the call for enrollment, we have split available places for West Balkan candidates and for non-EU candidates. Of course, as said, we are globally engaged, and we are a part of European University, where are 10 universities from different countries. You can see them here. What that means that when you get your degree, you don't get only degree from the University of Primorska, but of course also from this European university. Here are all these countries. So you get European competencies in today's field, of course, a lot of possibility of exchange and networking beside the Erasmus Plus possibilities. So you can grow your portfolio and career opportunities already when you start your studies. Our advantages. So since there are only 6,000 students at our university, we can afford a personal approach, and that's what our students values the most. We have our all scholarship fund, but it's only for our student, not candidate. So you cannot apply now as a candidate, but if admitted and then enrolled, you can apply for it. And of course, also as foreign student, you can get it. And the amount of money, it varies from 2,000 euros per academic year to 4,000 euros. We have very supportive tutoring system. This year, we have more than 150 student tutors that will support you in not only your studies, but also welcoming you in new environments. They're pretty much very helpful with integration. So we don't want our students to drop out because they feel homesick. What else? We have library 24/7 and also fitness 24/7. We have psychological support, a lot of sport and recreation that is free of charge for you students. We have aquarium of our or so we have university clinic, career centers, student spaces where you can get free coffee and tea. And you can go to our Welcome UPR DocSI webpage. And there you will find Miloje, our student, and he will tell you why to choose our university. And also this page is very well designed because it gives you from choose to prepare. Here is a good section of visa, getting visa and permit. Then arrive, leave, depart, and contacts. You find us, of course, in our portal. So as I'm also from the admissions office, I will lately present you how the enrollment and application process goes in. And also what does this means to be from another country regarding the temporary residence permit, how to get it, who are we supporting, and who needs to do it by themselves. Thank you for now. Let's go to Nova Gorica.
Thank you, Petra. I hope you can see my screen.
We do.
Thank you. So hi, I'm Nea, and I will present the University of Nova Gorica. We are located in Nova Gorica in the west of Slovenia, near the border of Italy. Our faculties are in 3 different locations, in Nova Gorica, Ajdovščina, and Vipava, and we have 7 schools and 541 students, and 60% of our students are international students. We have schools, so School of Engineering and Management, School of Environmental Sciences, School of Science, School of Viticulture and Enology, School of Arts, and School of Humanities. At the School of Engineering and Management, you can study bachelor's and master's degree in engineering and management and master's degree in leadership in open education. At the School of Environmental Sciences, you can study bachelor's and master's degree in environment. School of Science offers bachelor's and master's degree in physics and astrophysics and master's degree in material arts. You can study the bachelor in physics and astrophysics in English. The School of Viticulture and Enology, where you can study bachelor's and master's in viticulture and enology. And the School of Arts, where you can get a bachelor's degree in digital arts and practices, where you can choose between animation, video, film, photography, and new media, and master's degree in media arts and practices, where you can also choose from these 4 categories, as well as contemporary art practices and scenographic spaces. For these programs, you have an entrance exam that you need to send. When you apply, you need to send a motivational letter, and you need to have a meeting. It can be a Zoom meeting. It doesn't have to be in person, with the Dean of the Faculty of Arts, and you need to send them your portfolio as well. Usually there is a lot of interest in the School of Arts, so there are limited spaces, and then you can get also another exercise that, for example, you need to shoot like a short video or take some pictures and send them to the administration office. And then the School of Humanities, where you can get bachelor's degree in cultural history or bachelor's degree in language and literature in the digital world. And then master's degree in humanities studies, where you can pick between tracks, histories, and culture of cross-border spaces, or literary science or linguistics. And with linguistics, you also have an option to get a double degree with the University of Venice in Italy. We also have an Erasmus Mundus program with migration and intercultural relations. What are the advantages of studying at the University of Nova Gorica? We are a small university, that's why we have an individual approach with small study groups, and a lot of the subjects are interdisciplinary, and there is also a lot of practically oriented studying as well as practical placements. As well as students can engage in research projects, and also as well as international mobilities and other networks that offer student mobility. You don't need prior Slovenian knowledge, and we offer free language courses as well as year plus program. Winter and summer schools, as well as orientation days and student tutors. And as I said, there is no entrance examination except for the School of Arts, as well as we have quite some students that are athletes as well, and we try to help them as much that they can practice and study. We also have a student council, which makes extracurricular activities for the students and orientation days. So the first application deadlines are mid-February, but you can find all the information and more at the EVASH portal. And you can contact us on our mail or find us on other social media as well as on our website. So thank you. And now we move to the, I believe, new university.
Thank you very much. I would like to present you our new university. Just a moment to share the screen. It's okay, do you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Welcome to New University. I would like to present you some information about New University. We were established in 2008 and we were the first private university in Slovenia. So we are really young, modern university with an individual approach to students. We are shaping the future of Slovenia, Europe, and worldwide by our research excellence and study programs in all our areas. And we are emphasizing the legal values, democracy, human rights, and the welfare state. We encourage our students in critical thinking, and we are happy to have a lot of international students here in our environment. New University has 3 faculties members, 17 study programs, and the majority of them are also available in English language. We have a lot of international students, but also incoming Erasmus students who are coming here from Italy, from Spain, from other countries, from Poland, to join our Erasmus program. Here is a map of the locations of our university, where we are situated in various towns through Slovenia. Our study centers are located in Nova Gorica, Kranj, Ljubljana, and Maribor, but the majority of students is studying in the campus of Ljubljana, where we have nice premises just in the strict city center near Prešeren Square. And in Nova Gorica is our headquarters. Here is a picture of our locations. You can see here the location in Nova Gorica, the premises in Ljubljana, in Kranj, and here is our main hall in the center in Ljubljana. Our faculty members, we have the biggest faculty is the European Faculty of Law. You can check the details on our webpage. Then we have the Faculty of Government and European Studies and the Faculty of Slovenian and International Studies. The majority of students, as said, is enrolled in the European Faculty of Law. 35% of total students are on the Faculty of Government and European Studies, and the rest is on the youngest faculty. This is Slovenian and international students. What about our study programs? We offer different study programs on the first, second, and third cycle. So you can go through the first level of studies, then go to the second and to the PhD studies in one university. Our degree structure on bachelor and master study programs is 3+2. So European Faculty of Law is offering study programs in law and management, infrastructure, real estate. Then on the second level, the Masters of Law and the study program, Law and Management of Real Estate, and the same on the third level. The Faculty of Government and European Studies is more focused in public administration, management, European studies, diplomacy, and also international management. And you can see here the study programs offered on the bachelor's level, public administration, government, and European studies. Then on the second level, you see international and diplomatic studies, international management, and also public administration, and also the studies on the third level. The Faculty of Slovenian and International Studies is really focused on Slovenian studies because this is a unique study program in Slovenia. So we are trying to focus on this study field, and you can study here on all study levels. The best thing is that the majority of these study programs are offered in Slovene and English language. So for all international students, there is no problem. There is no problem in the language because we offer study adjustments and, of course, the possibility of enrolling in the study program in English language. As working as employee in the Quality Assurance Office and International Office, I can say that university gives a lot of commitment to quality standards. We have an international accreditation given by the British Accreditation Council, and we were the first university in Slovenia having such an international accreditation given by this council. That means that it's another additional proof of a quality of all our efforts in the study process and environment. We are implementing also international higher education standard, and we have established a quality improved system that is well working on our university. We promote dual career and providing athlete-friendly education. New university has received this recognition for developing an approach to promoting dual careers and providing an athlete-friendly education by the Olympic Committee of Slovenia. And we are very glad of this, and also our students have many study arrangements that allow them to have these dual careers. We have also a lot of regarding practice for students. With the aim of enriching promotional practical skills of our students, we have a compulsory 3-week practice training at the end of their studies. So students from bachelor study programs can finish their studies not by writing a diploma, but by having this practical training. This allows students to receive more practical skills and to be more in connection with the labor market, and this is very good for them and for their careers. Also, we have many projects at the university that focus on practical skills, and here is one of the new projects that we get for the that will be from 2024 until 2027. We have a commitment for research and international cooperation. New university has received the recognition of the European Commission and the European Charter for Researchers. Our main research areas are focused in social science, engineering, construction, public health, and interdisciplinary studies and humanities like philosophy, Slovenian studies, law, economics, administrative, organizational studies. And we involve many national and international, we are involved in many national and international projects, and our students can join this project and be here and cooperate with our professors. We are also internationally connected with India, Brazil, Kosovo, and other European countries. Our graduates are employed in Slovenia, in European Union, and abroad. There is a high rate of employability of our graduates. Most of them are employed in the public sector and private sector, and some in as self-employed and other sectors. And I can say that the employability is high, and the students are really, really happy about that. So international students can get the study programs in English language. We have also a lot of Erasmus information for our students. We have a good Erasmus exchange program with a lot of informative brochures and informative package. Our international students come mostly from Bosnia and Herzegovina, Serbia, Croatia, Kosovo, and Turkey, and the rest of all from Ghana, Kenya, Libya, Ethiopia, Italy, Lebanon, and other countries. So international, like an international university. We offer flexible and friendly study environment with many study adjustments and hybrid model of studies and friendly staff, and with a good tutoring system also dedicated for international students who are coming here in Slovenia and they need help and everything. I think that our tutors give them a lot of information. Opportunities for students. We have a lot of academic activities where students can join, like academic forums, roundtables. We have a lot of extracurricular activities for students, like Students' Council, Running Club, ELSA, many students' competitions. And we have also a well-developed career center of the new university who is preparing a lot of activities for students, and students are really happy to join the activities of Career Center, because here each week is something new on the timetable, like guided excursion, study visit, labor market and employee presentations, workshops, seminars, etc. Here is a little bit here is a little presentation on how our study visits are performed. Here is a little bit of our life on new university, like student council, roundtables, the opening ceremony of the new academic year. Here is a little bit of our award ceremony for the graduates. Here is a library, a lot of stuff. Okay, here is also a running club. We would like to invite you to our informative days, which will be in February. So save the date. These information days will be also online. So for those of you who are abroad, you can join virtually, and all information will be published on our web page. So follow our web page, and we will give you additional information about the life on your university and about our events. Here are some of our contacts. If you would like to reach us and know more about us, I suggest you to visit our webpage, because probably in 5 minutes it's hardly to describe the whole university. So you can have the opportunity to go to our webpage and check a little bit of our details. The general information about university can be here by the rectorate. Also, the telephone is available. If you want concrete information about the enrollment procedure in each faculty, we suggest you to send an email to the info of each faculty and ask for the concrete study program that you are interested in. For those of you who are interested in our international mobility, we invite you to contact our international department, and for events and extracurricular activities, our career center. That's all for now. Thank you for your time, and we are looking forward to meeting you in the center of Ljubljana at university. Thank you.
So I hope my PowerPoint can be seen now on your computer. Thank you, Milena. So hi, everyone, also from the site of University in Nova Mesta. And the University in Nova Mesta is alongside the border to Croatia. So I hope you are doing well. And my name is Sergey, and I'd like to send you a message from our university. On the chat side, you will find my colleague Senja Sternad, and she will answer you on all your questions regarding our university and also an enrollment process. So let's take our journey through Nova Mesta and our university, which is part of this city. I will not take you more than 5 minutes. As mentioned, the University of Nova Mesto is part of the city Nova Mesto, but Nova Mesto is not so young city, because the translation of Nova is new or young, but the city was founded in 1365, so it's quite old city, and also the first faculty of our university was founded in 1997. If you will decide to study in Nova Mesto, which is in the halfway from the two capitals of Ljubljana and Zagreb, you will be reaching the highly developed region, one of the most developed regions in Slovenia, and it is part of Eastern Slovenia. You can see that the Nova Mesto and also our universities alongside the river named Krka, which is also one of the nicest river in the region. Okay, let's see what you can do at our university. You can study, of course, at 4 faculties, which are more or less independent faculties of our university, and they are Faculty of Economics and Informatics. As I mentioned, is the oldest faculty at our university. Then we have Faculty of Business and Management. The third one is Faculty of Health Sciences, and the last one, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. The most students at the moment, or yes, the most I can say, that has the Faculty of Health Sciences and then Economics and Mechanical Engineering in the same range. So what you can expect or what can you study at our university and faculties start first with our programs. The first cycle, so the bachelor level, you can study business and management, mostly economics and management. The second program is business informatics, and the third program is environmental management, one of the youngest programs at our university and also this faculty. Business informatics is divided on two study fields. So the first one is business informatics, and the second one, which is highly recognized alongside the students, is computer and information sciences, and is also one of the newest field of this program. The second cycle, so-called master cycle, you can study at the program Business and Information Systems Management with 2 study fields. Then the second one is environmental management, and also here is, as mentioned, one of the newest program at our university and also the faculty. And the last one on the master program is business economics. So the Faculty of Economics and Informatics gives you opportunity to study the first and second cycle, so bachelor and master. If you want to study the PhD program, so the third cycle, then we would like to invite you to our second faculty at the university, so the Faculty of Business and Management, where mainly the PhD, so the doctoral students and postdoctoral students are here enrolled. So the program is Business Economics and Management with 3 study fields. Well, the first field is business economics, which is mainly accommodated by students. The second one, and also here is the newest one, environmental management. And the last one, management and development of information systems. So these 2 faculties are mainly business economics and management with all 3 cycles, which you can join us in next study year. So the third faculty is Faculty of Health Sciences, with the first cycle of 3 programs: nursing care, physiotherapy, and phytotherapy. Phytotherapy is here, this faculty, one of the newest study programs, but mainly the students are, or a majority of the students are enrolled at the nursing care, where you can also be aware of the number of your points which you need to calculate to be enrolled to this program. So the second cycle, named Master at the Faculty of Health Sciences, there we have 4 programs like Education and Management, Healthcare, Integrated Health and Social Care, Nursing Care, and Physiotherapy. And this faculty gives you also the opportunity to study the first cycle, so the PhD, with the PhD program Health Sciences, and there we have 5 study fields. The first one, nursing care. The second one, physiotherapy. The third one, education and healthcare. The fourth one, management in healthcare. And the last one, prevention and healthcare. Of course, as I mentioned, so you can enroll also at our 4 faculties, so the named Faculty of Mechanical Engineering with also all 3 cycles. So the Bachelor 1, Technologies and Systems, the second one, Technologies and Systems in Mechanical Engineering, and the third cycle, Sustainable Technologies and Systems in Mechanical Engineering. So you are more than welcome to enroll to our university, and I want to choose one of the program which we present today, and you probably will join the community of very successful the students who finished our studies and are now employed at the companies or the organizational business possibilities. Why to choose us? So some opportunities or advantages. Our location, as mentioned, so alongside the River Krka, then in between the 2 capitals, Ljubljana and Zagreb. We have very, very developed study programs, which was presented a few minutes ago. We have modern lecture rooms, and all lecture rooms are integrated with the information systems. We have individual and student-oriented approach. Our teachers are always accessible for the students, and you are more than welcome to ask the questions regarding your studies. You have the huge possibilities and the opportunities for socializing and networking, and mainly for master and PhD students, you can reach amazing researching opportunities at our university with our teachers and researchers. So thank you for listening to me, and I hope, no, I'm sure that we will see us next study year in Novo Mesto. Once again, thank you and have a nice afternoon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Sergey. Okay, and now the application process. Do you see my presentation? Okay, you see. So it's online. As Milena said at the beginning, you are an online generation, so you don't need any kind of agency. You can do it yourself, and you can also get support by all of our admissions office. So the EverShop portal, it's online, it's governmental. So later on, there are no questions. I missed the dates. Can you please extend it? No extensions are possible because this is the governmental process. That's firstly to underline. What's important is the call for enrollment. In the call for enrollment, which will be published and every year is at the beginning of February, so the beginning of February of 2025, there will be published the call for enrollment, and inside there are all deadlines and all requirements for every study program. So if you need to have English on B2 level, if you need Slovene language on, I don't know, B1, everything is written inside. There are also dates of tests of specific aptitudes or skills or abilities that you might have to take. So please read it. Otherwise, what happens? You write as your first wish, I don't know, some art or sport, and you don't know that you need to do physical tests. And of course, you don't do your physical test, and your first wish is in vain. And then your second wish, since you can choose 3 study programs, your second wish is already fulfilled with candidates who put it as their first wish. And even though you have straight A's, straight 5, all 5 grades in your high school, you won't be admitted to any study programs. Okay, so please, when the call for enrollment is published, read it. It's your Bible. So as said, there are all application terms written in it, and there are application terms for Slovene and EU citizens the same. But for foreign students from non-EU countries, every university has own dates. So please check that in the call for enrollment. You will go on this portal, EVŠ Go, Prijava, and it's also in English. And you will open an account as you would open an account on Facebook, for example, okay? So with your username and password, it's very simple. Please just write your username and password because everything happens in the portal. You will be given the comment in it about your documentation. You will be served the decision of being accepted or not. So please, your new username and password, you have to remember them. This is how it looks like. And here up, you can also choose English language. So as I told you, username and password. And please fill in your valid email address, valid phone number, because we will also mail you. We can also phone you. And if we don't get you, you will simply not be processed. So firstly, you will choose your citizenship. Okay, it's very important. You will choose your citizenship and then the call for enrollment. Which cycle are you enrolling? Are you applying for? The call for enrollment and application deadline. Some universities have 2, some 3, some even 4 application deadlines, but you will read it in the call for enrollment. And of course, the year of study. Then you will select, as I said, the higher education institution. So you can select, I don't know, University of Ljubljana and study program. So you can choose up to 3 study programs for each university. Okay, since that we have different application terms for every university for non-EU students. Then also the method of study. It's very important. You will choose or full study or part-time. What's the difference? That the part-time study is always payable. You need to pay the tuition fee. Okay. Otherwise, you are enrolled at some, I don't know, management, and you didn't check that there is also only a possibility to apply for part-time studies. And of course, when you are enrolled, you get a bill, and then you ask, why do I need to pay 3,000 euros? Okay, the method of studies. So all of you who are from the West Balkan, you don't need to pay the tuition fee. And also the Ukrainians with the temporary protection status, and all, of course, Slovene and EU citizens. But pay attention to the method of study. This is how it will look like. So, I don't know, you have applied for the University of Primorska for mathematics, okay, full-time method of studies. And then you need to submit your application. You see here, it's not completed. Why? Because you need to submit it. There are different dates. The first date is the application date, and it means that within the application term, you need to fill out the application and submit it, even though you haven't finished your 4th grade by the time. But later on, you will go back to your portal with the username and password, and you will upload your high school diploma, transcript of grades, and everything that will be needed, okay? But if you will not submit the application, it won't go in the system, and then you won't be able to find it. And that will be the end for you. You will need to wait for the second application term. All this is written in the call for enrollment. Again, it's your Bible. So actually what you need. So you need your final secondary school certificate without legalization for West Balkan countries. Then you need translation of your final certificate. You need this evidence of the content and duration of the education. This practically means the transcript of your grades, svedochanstvo, svidotvo, svidetelstvo. Okay, so of all of 4 years of your high school. Short chronological description of your education. You will find the forum in the EVOSH portal. Then you will need a proof of passing the Slovene language exam if stated in the call for enrollment, or your English language exam if stated in the call for enrollment. And there is written, I don't know, for management at our university that we only accept Oxford, ELTS, and this kind, everything is written, what kind of English proof certificate you need to upload. But that doesn't mean that you can go in some language school that is called Oxford. It's not the same. It's not Oxford certificate. Please pay attention. Then, of course, you will upload the scan of your identity document and additional advice if needed from the call for enrollment. Okay. These are states where no legalization is needed. Okay. Apostille is needed for the states parties to the Hague Convention, for example, Russian, Ukrainians, except for candidates who have the temporary protection status. All other countries must have long legalization. That means that you need to legalize your diploma by your authorities, and then also from our embassy, our nearest embassy. For example, if you are from, I don't know, Burkina Faso, you need to have the legalization from your ministry and then go to Egypt and to our university, because I believe it's the nearest one, and give it in legalization there as well. Okay? Please remember, being admitted to university, the admission process is strictly based on high school grades. Only on high school grades. And even though if you are admitted, this is that I'm talking for the non-EU countries, PAR countries, non for West Balkan, it's not granted that you will be given the temporary resident permit, and even though you will wait for a year to obtain it, if you will obtain it. We had 155 candidates admitted last year from Pakistan, countries, African countries, Bangladesh, and only 5 of them were granted the temporary resident permit by our state, because this is the state process and not university process. Okay, so we cannot interfere, we cannot influence this process, and we will not ask for the temporary process on your behalf. Okay, so please take into consideration that you don't automatically, by being admitted, get the temporary resident permit. Meanwhile, all candidates from West Balkan who are admitted can come to Slovenia without any kind of visa, and then you apply for the temporary resident permit here in Slovenia. All of our universities have orientation days, and we are there. We will make appointments for you, and of course, we will help you with that. Thank you. That was my presentation, and now you can write us or ask us. But first, let's hear also our students. Thank you.
Thank you, Petra, for your guidance through the enrollment process. There is a lot of information I know, and I hope you will not. You will stay with us a little bit more, because now comes the finest part of our presentation, the experiences our students would like to share with you. I would like to invite Una from Serbia and Noraline from Egypt to share their experiences about being a student in Slovenia. I will share the screen about advantages of studying at the Slovenian universities. Is it seen? Okay, perfect. The floor is yours, Una and Noraline.
First of all, hello and welcome, future prospective students. My name is Una Lajc, and I am a second-year bachelor student of marketing at the Faculty of Economics at the University of Ljubljana, and I'm also an international student ambassador at the University of Ljubljana. Maybe if my colleague can introduce himself as well.
Hello, everybody. I am Noraline El Morsafi. I'm from Egypt, and I'm studying Masters in Urbanism in the Faculty of Architecture, University of Ljubljana.
Okay. And I also come from Serbia. So first of all, for student accommodation, in my experience, finding a student accommodation in Slovenia could be quite challenging depending on which city you are trying to find it in. I can personally say from my experience in Ljubljana that it is a bit harder to find accommodation. However, it is possible. I would say that student dormitories do exist, and there is a possibility that you can have the opportunity to enroll into one. But however, there are limited slots due to an increased number of Slovenian and international students. I would recommend you trying to find an apartment, especially if you're an Erasmus student. That's what I did. It was a bit harder, but there are multiple sites that can be very useful, such as nepremičnine.si or .net, and also Stoja Trade and other agencies that can help you connect with landlords. And I think that process can be quite easy if you take into account your deadlines with the faculty, and if you just search hard enough. There are different accommodations that are changing based on daily basis, so you need to check regularly, and I think you would do just fine. Maybe my colleague, yeah. If you could just provide your experience with the accommodation.
Yeah, as for my experience when it comes to accommodation, of course, at first it was a bit challenging to find one in the student dormitory, especially that I came in a bit late in the study semester because I was waiting for my visa, and so there was no slots left anymore for the student dormitories. But of course, from my experience, I would definitely recommend that a person would come, maybe book something temporary and then come to Ljubljana first, so that they would get a sense of space of where are you in the city and how big is the city, which is not very big, actually not as big as it looks. So just to get a sense of where you are and where's your university and the locations of everything that you might need. And then you can start exploring, as my colleague said, through it's difficult, but it's not impossible. There's a lot of websites that you can definitely find something on, whether it's a room or an apartment, depending on your budget and what can you afford. But other than that, most landlords are very understanding of the situations of international students, and they are very accommodating when trying to help students find accommodations. So other than that, it's a bit difficult, but it's definitely not impossible. And it's also in a lot of cases affordable. It wouldn't be a lot more expensive than it is in a student dormitory. So yeah.
For sure. So we have orientational days also as international student ambassadors at the universities. You can contact any students that you might want to ask regarding their study experience. We also have tutors, etc. So I think you would be able to find many different sources of information regarding that. Okay.
Same from my experience as well. I was not there for the info days or the welcome days that was for the university, as I previously mentioned that I came late, but still the student ambassadors or the coordinating team that was from my faculty someone was still there for me to like show me around the university, to show me where all the classes were, to also the tutors helped a lot because a big part of my studies were online for some time. I was following everything through Zoom because I was still waiting for my visa in Cairo. So other than that, all the support that you might want to find, whether in Slovenia or even like online, you will definitely find it, and you will feel much more welcome than just sending an email and it not being answered. So this is definitely not something that's found in all of the universities, I would say, in Slovenia, the responsiveness.
Yes, of course. And also tutors that we have now on our slides. I would say I had a personal experience. You can, if you are having struggles with some type of a subject, or if you are trying to integrate more, there's a lot of options for your tutors based on your university. They are based on, as I said, specific subjects or anything else that you might need, and you can confide and find support with them. And also later on, you can become a tutor if that would be your wish. Okay, so subsidized student meals. I'm just going to be short so my colleague can expand more. In my experience, they are a very good opportunity for international students and also regular students as well. It's called Boni. You can get up to, I think, 4.20, if I'm not mistaken, euros of subsidy for your meals, and almost every single restaurant I know in Ljubljana will have it, but you have an application where you can check all the lists of the restaurants that have your subsidies. It's very useful. You can use 2 per day, and I think it's in a whole region of Slovenia. So I think it's really, really beneficial.
The good thing about after coming to Slovenia, which is the second part, whether after the visa applications and after you arrive in whichever city you are in Slovenia, is that the process afterwards is very organized and it's very well structured of where first are you going to go, so you can activate this subsidized meal, so you can know what are the necessary steps, so you would settle in whichever city you are in Slovenia. And one of them is just going to the student services in whichever city you are in Slovenia, just so you can activate the subsidized meals. The application is actually changing every year and updating according to the student needs, because when I first arrived a few years ago, it was completely different, but it has improved a lot, and now it has locations of all the places that you can find the system of the Boni or the subsidized student meals in. And also you can find all types of meals that they can offer in every single restaurant, and all the sort of allergens that are in those restaurants. So it's completely covered. And of course it saves you a lot of money as a student. So you don't maybe need to consider to work. So it's not that expensive for a student to live and study in Slovenia.
Definitely. Okay. Maybe I can still start again. So for the transport all throughout Slovenia, there's a lot of, I would say, subsidies for students in regards to transport. Specifically here in Ljubljana, we have a system called Bicikel, which is basically 60 different bicycle spaces all throughout, scattered throughout the city, on I think 300-meter to 500-meter distances. I think it's only €3 per year, and it is a very useful way to be active and still get to a place where you need to be. On the other side, also in Ljubljana, we have Urbana, which is ticket for monthly ride with the bus. It's €20, and I'm pretty sure that probably in most places in Slovenia, you would, as a student, have a privilege to use some kind of a subsidy on your bus transport or anything of that sort.
Yeah, it's a completely similar experience, because when I first came here, the first thing that you need to know is how can you commute or travel between like the place where you live or you're staying and your university and so on. So this is practically covered. So as Slovenia, as a green country, would promote the sustainable ways of transport, I would say. So the more they are providing more support when it comes to a sustainable transportation methods, such as bikes. So particularly, yeah, it's €2 or €3 per year as a subscription, and then it's free for the first hour of riding the bike, and then it's like €1 or something. But I don't think that you, in any city that you are in Slovenia, would need to bike for more than 1 hour anyway. And same with the Urbana, it is like a card that's responsible for transportation, public transport use, and that you just need to show your enrollment paper at the office where the public transport or where you can issue that card, and then you get it already for €20 per month, and then you pay it monthly, and that's it.
Okay. This is also an important part, student work. As your students, you will really want to engage in some type of work, especially maybe in your second year of studies, depending on how hard your first year is. There's a fixed minimum wage, as it says here, and it's a regulated process. You have to apply for your tax number, and afterwards, you will be able to set up your system, your bank account, and you can start working as a student.
I definitely have had a lot of experience with student work, because I really wanted to sort of become independent within my studies next to my studies in Slovenia, and I have used it from the first time. It's actually activated through the same service as like the student services office, and after you do that, you just find out whichever type of work that might suit you or whatever you are interested in, and it's safe, it's clear, it's the also communication part within the technical support from the website or from the student work services is completely responsive, and once you just have any inquiries about your tax rates in Slovenia, about how much do you get paid, or how much do you pay for Slovenia as taxes or for your own country as taxes, depending where you're coming from, because it really differs from one country to the other, the rate of taxes. And so they are completely responsive and very helpful when it comes to inquiries like these, because at first you might feel like you're a little bit lost, but afterwards the payments, the communication between the institution that you're working with and you is through this website, and it's completely regulated, so you sort of feel safe when you are working for someone, because you feel like someone else, like the Slovenian government or the support system for the students, they have your back. So you're just not just working for someone without supervision, and that's it.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, studying of Slovenian, depending on how much you're planning to stay, I think it's still really nice to learn the basics. For me, as I'm a full-time student, I am trying to learn as much as I can, since I am on an English track, but there's an option in your first year to go into a program called Leto Plus or Year Plus. Basically, that is dedicated to learning the Slovenian language, and you will at the end receive your certificate of the language course. If I'm not mistaken, it's also, for example, for our faculty, I know that it's different for every single one, but for us, it's an additional 6 ECTS points. which is obtained in the winter semester, 3 of them, and in the summer semester, the other 3. The attendance on all of the lectures is obligatory. I think it's 80% of attendance, and you do have homeworks, but at the end, you have the option to replace it with your language course in the second year. That is just for my faculty. For other informations, I would contact the faculty that you're interested in, but still, I think it's a really nice way to learn the language and to more deeply integrate within the Slovenian culture and the environment in general.
That is completely true. When I first applied for my program in the Faculty of Architecture, it was almost half in English and half in Slovenian, but they were very considerate that I have the full information in English, whether on the lectures or in handouts. But I was still very interested to learn the Slovenian language because it is actually nice. It is pretty. The more you study it, the more you understand it, the more you find it interesting. So I enrolled in the Year Plus program. Of course, when I came, I missed 1 semester of it because you can study it for a year. I missed 1 semester because of my visa application while I was waiting for it, but I still managed to get it for the 2nd semester. And in my faculty, it makes you eligible to extend for 1 more year as a student or have a student status in Slovenia. Other than that, of course, there is an 80% attendance requirement, but overall, it's a chance to also meet other students from other international countries that are still going through the same thing that you're going through and just making new friends and having the same interests. So it's a very nice, nice thing to start with, or nice activity to start with in Slovenia. And in general, it's not a very strict teaching atmosphere. I would say it's full of, it's not just a lecture that you're going to listen to, it's full of like nice social activities, and it's fun overall. And even at the end with the exam, I think we all sort of had this community of how to like teach each other what we have learned through our first time in Slovenia or whichever city you like are in, not just Ljubljana. And it all went completely well.
Perfect. So now, as we see for the Erasmus and double degree programs, there is also a lot of options that you can explore depending on also your faculties, individual faculties. I would go to the website or maybe even contact if you have any further questions, but I think it's a really nice way to learn about more countries, go on an exchange, and in general, learn more about every single environment that you can, because that is giving you additional value, additional experience. And I can confidently say that, for example, for me coming here in Slovenia, it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. You learn a lot as a person and you can change a lot in just a year. So that would be my biggest advice to you. Also, summer schools, they're very present. Here at the Faculty of Economics, especially, we have a summer school related to, I think, management and also cultural management. You can explore many different options. And yeah, you can just find as much things and opportunities that you can to enrich your student experience. And I think you will live a happy student life.
It's the same experience, I would say, from my side in the Faculty of Architecture, because we generally have a lot of programs or internships or workshops that you can apply in, whether in Slovenia or as in an exchange program like Erasmus. But overall, there is always a way to enrich your information or enrich your experience, or gaining more information and experience from whichever field that you are studying. Whether it's in Ljubljana, it's going to be very active, very natural, very green, very inviting. And also, if you get the chance to use the exchange program to go somewhere else and explore other cities, then this is also a plus. And there is always the support of the universities that you have in Slovenia. So, yeah.
Definitely. And maybe one more thing to add. In general, Slovenia is a very pretty country, not just because it has many different student opportunities, but also because of the position it's located in. If you love to travel, It's really close to Italy, really close to Austria, as well as Hungary and Croatia. I think also visit the natural resources like Bled and Bohinj that Ljubljana has. And I think that as a student, you have many different opportunities here, many different workshops, events. I think it's a very nice experience. And in general, let's expect you here next year.
As for me, for any final words, it was, I would say, as a non-EU student who chose to study in Slovenia, first of all, as I was comparing between Slovenia and the rest of the countries that I can study in Europe, Slovenia for me seemed like it would have much more support for me as a student traveling on her own to a different continent, just seeking to have higher education. And yes, the process for the non-EU student can be a little bit long, but I can say that at the end it's very rewarding, because once you catch up to the system and how you can apply and how you go through the paperwork and all of that, then eventually on the other side, you're going to find a really calm, a really green, a really clean and safe student life to live. You have endless options. You can explore a lot of regions, as Slovenia is very well connected to all of the surrounding countries. And yeah, it's also for me one of the best decisions that I have ever taken. And now that I'm almost done with my master's, I could say that I can even, I feel so welcomed and supported here that I might even consider staying and working in Slovenia afterwards, since I've gotten used to everything that Slovenia had to offer, including, of course, the Slovenian language. So I'm also pretty happy and satisfied to have been a student here.
Thank you, Una and Noreline, for your kind words. And I hope you have encouraged some of your colleagues listening today's presentation to come to Slovenia to study. And now I would like to open the floor for your questions. We have already answered a lot of your dilemmas on our website, on our question and answer icon. I see 117 already answered questions. Thank you, colleagues, for your hard work during the presentation. Now I see we have some hands raised. Peter Beklemisho first.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello.
We hear you.
Yes. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for me?
You would like.
Wait, I'm sorry. I realized I had my hand raised. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Okay.
Well, I do have a question if we're here. I'm not sure if you have the answer to it. Do you hear me still?
Yes.
So basically, I'm going to the British school in Ljubljana, and I'm doing A-levels. Now, two questions I have is, how do you convert A-level grades into Matura points to apply? And the second question is, I will get my A-level grades in August, like final A-level grades in my diploma. So the question is, can I apply in February and then like get a spot in the application system and then actually give you the grades and diploma in August, or how does it work?
It depends on university. University of Primorska, we have for example, we have the first application term from February till the end of May, and then the deadline for the document submission is the 15th July, for example. But in Ljubljana, Liliana, I believe the deadline for document submission is later, right?
Yeah, usually it is, I mean, last year it was, I think, until 1st of August. So it will be published also in the call for enrollment, but is usually like around the end of July or the beginning of August.
Oh, wait, so if I don't have my documents by beginning of August, then I can't apply?
As I said, in the call for enrollment that will be published in the end of January, you will see the date, you know, and if you see that you can apply until this period, then of course you can apply. But yeah.
Otherwise, but if I can't apply, then I have to apply next year, like a whole year after.
No, in the second term.
Yeah.
Second term. Second term starts in January or?
No. It is in August.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
But all these dates will be stated in the call for enrollment.
Okay, but I still sign up in February, correct?
For the first one, yes, of course.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you.
The second raised hand is from Mugil Vanan, please.
Yes, ma'am. So am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, okay. So I'm a working professional in Slovenia. I'm a project manager here. I'm working for an automotive supplier company, and I am actually interested to pursue a degree, a master's in business development or international business and economy. So, is there any options if I can do a part-time degree in Slovenia so that I can continue my work as well as I can pursue my work here? And I have a second question. This is for my spouse. So she's presently in India. I want to bring her here, and like she also want to pursue her master's here in computer science. So anything that is very close to where I stay is better. So is there any opportunity here that I can pursue for myself and my spouse?
Where do you work?
I work in Nova Gorica in Šempeter.
Okay, then if you want something near Nova Gorica, may
Yes,
answer?
I can speak about a little bit about new university. Probably you would be interested in our study program, international management. But as I already write down in the chat, the international management program is of the Faculty of Government and European Studies, which is in Crime. But however, we have this possibility of hybrid models of study, so you don't need to move to Kran to follow the lectures. Rather, you can have this option via internet, via this Moodle classroom. So you can check all the lectures via internet online. And I think that all information about the study programs are available on the website. If you want, we can send you this contact email, so with more information, so you can check by yourself whether the courses are interested for you or not. That's most that we have in this kind of sector. Otherwise, we have the study programs on other public sector and law and European studies. So I think that international management will be the most suitable for you.
Thank you. The international management is available, I think, at all universities. So just check thoroughly their websites and study programs, and you will have the right information. Mohammed Shaban.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, I want to check that everybody is hearing me right now.
Yes.
Okay, great. Hello, my name is Mohammed Shaban, and I'm from Jerusalem. That's a brief introduction of myself. I wanted to study like in Slovenia due to the quality of education there. I mean, it's better than our country. And I was asking about the courses of music and chemistry or chemistry. If there's like courses in music or chemistry for the first cycle in the Slovenian universities. And if I, as like a Palestinian tawjihi or a Palestinian high school degree, like is allowed to like apply or not?
Yes, I can answer, Stan. Sorry, you wanted to answer. So when it comes to your desired programs at the University of Ljubljana, we have Faculty of Chemistry and Chemical Technology, so you can check that. And we also have Academy of Music, but it's important to know that those programs are only conducted in Slovenian language. I mean, when it comes to Academy of Music, it's more flexible in terms of language because you know it's a music program and you are doing with some professors one-on-one or in small groups. But when it comes to Faculty of Chemistry and Chemical Technology, definitely it's only in Slovenian language. So yeah, you can of course apply and as we already mentioned a few times, all requirements will be published in the call for enrollment at the end of January. So there you will see the all requirements you will need to apply. But in general, yes.
Yeah,
Stan?
also for Maribor, you can study chemistry at our faculty, but also, as Liliana mentioned, for Ljubljana, we don't offer it in English, we offer it in Slovenian. You can choose Slovenian if you opt to, but we offer you also a free Slovenian course, language course, but that's the only option, no English option.
Okay, thank you very much. I think we have came to the end of our presentation. I'm sorry, we will have to finish here because we have at 4 o'clock another presentation. And I would like to ask all the participants which have another questions and dilemmas to send us an email or find our websites and contacts and ask your specific requirements via email. And this was our last topic of today's presentation, and I would like to thank all panelists and on behalf of the Study in Slovenia initiative for your kind attention. We have, I hope you have got a lot of interesting information about our educational system and advantages that we have to offer, comparing with those you have at your home country or elsewhere. At the moment, you're at a very important crossroads in your life, and it is always good to have something to choose in between. And we are pretty sure that you will choose what is the best for your personal and career growth. We are sure that whatever you choose, you will take the right decision, and we wish all the best and a lot of success. Thank you very much for today and hope we see you soon in Slovenia. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you so much.